Tonight we are joined by Michelle Staley of Busy Breathers. She is absolutely phenomenal. She's got a remarkable story about her business, and she has incredible tips and resources that she has learned along the way that she's going to share with us. So stay tuned. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 51 of the Small Businesses Do It Better show. My name is Carissa Denfy, the host, and we're going to talk with Michelle Staley in just a little bit. Exciting things that she has to tell us, and I can't wait to chat with her, and she will join us in just a moment. This show is sponsored by Ovaleye TV. Ovaleye TV hosts and produces live video events that's built to meet what you want to do. Visit ovaleye.tv to request a free 30-minute consultation today to find out more about going live with your brand, and tell them that Carissa sent you. We have some things going on here, as you know. Something very exciting that I want to share with everybody, as you've probably heard because I can't shut up about it. Next week, Barbara Corcoran will be a guest on this show. And it's a special day and time, so it's not Tuesday evening. It is Wednesday morning, 7:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, right where you're at right now watching, or if you're listening to this afterwards, it's on smallbusinessesdoitbetter.com. And this exciting opportunity that I want to tell everybody, and I'm going to try and do it within 15 seconds. You'll know why in just a second. So for the opportunity to ask Barbara Corcoran a question and get your face and your business name on the show, go to tout.com, record a quick 15-second video, and tag Small Businesses Do It Better. So what Tout is a kind of like Twitter, but for video, like Vine, which we talked about a couple weeks ago. You can do it right from your phone. You can upload it from your computer, or so you can do it from your phone, from your iPad, whatever. They have apps and everything, or you can do it from your computer. You upload a 15-second video. It's maximum 15 seconds, so you'll have to ask your question quick, but that's the way we can get you on here because it'll be a shortened question. Or if you would like to tweet in, you can tweet me using the hashtag SBDIB for Small Businesses Do It Better. And but take advantage of Tout because you can get your face. The video, we'll actually use the video on the screen for the show. We're going to have a lot of these submitted, so make sure your question is a good question. And this will be really excited, so I hope you all can join us. And if you haven't done so yet, there is a big giveaway in conjunction with Barbara being on the show. If you go to smallbusinessesdoitbetter.com, click on Barbara, and there's a link in there to enter over $1,200 in prizes, from Shark Tank products to services that will help small businesses. Anything that you can think of is being given away. So very exciting. If you're in the live chat right now, let me know if you have any questions for myself or for Michelle, which we'll talk up to in just a second. Very exciting. I can't wait for this. Okay. So let's bring Michelle on. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hello. It's great to see ya.
Can you tell us, for those who don't know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your business, and the why behind your business?
Sure. The condensed version, the biggest thing, the why behind my business, I had a baby that was born at 27 weeks back on Valentine's Day in 2005, and his name is Ty. And basically, he was in the NICU for about 4 months and on oxygen for 2 years. And I got really tired of lugging around that dang oxygen bag they send you home with that goes over your shoulder. Went out to try to find one online and couldn't find one. And long story short, I designed a backpack, the Busy Breathers Deluxe Oxygen Backpack, and now sell it. Have been selling it for 4 years, and actually used the first prototype with my son while he was still on oxygen.
Excellent story. So you turned your need into a business, and you did it well.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, so you and I talked a little bit, so I know the answer, and this is really exciting. I love what you're going to talk about tonight. So you are like a networking queen. You know so many people since you started as an entrepreneur. So tell us how
It's
networking
kind
has
of
helped you.
unbelievable to me the people that I network with, other entrepreneurs, just because of what I've done with my business and how I use social media. A lot of my friends don't get what I do on social media. They think it's a waste of time, and I have met some of the most amazing people, and a lot of great opportunities have come my way because of Twitter and Facebook and just reaching out to other entrepreneurs.
And tell us how using Twitter has changed your business, because you've had some pretty remarkable things happen through Twitter.
Right. I've been on Twitter now, gosh, 4 years, I think, and I was happened to be on Twitter at the right time. I saw a tweet go across that was looking for either mompreneurs that have brought products to market or looking to bring products to market, and wanted to interview three of them. So I private messaged the gal. Her name was Maria Bailey, and Mom TV, and said, I'm interested. I think I'd be a great fit. I just brought a product to market. And so she set up the interview, and I was talking to a panel of people that I didn't know who it was, with two other moms. And long story short, it ended up being that I was talking to big execs from Huggies, and they announced that they were going to launch their first time ever Huggies grant program for their Huggies Mom Inspired program. And I saw a tweet go across a few months after that, and it said that they were launching this program, and I didn't know that's who I was talking to at the time. And so I reached out to Maria again and said, did that have something to do with the interview I was on? And she said yes. Now, that's not why I won the grant, because I was on that interview, but she said, I think, you should go for it. So I applied for the grant, and a couple of months later, I got a call from one of the executives, and they said I'd won a $15,000 grant.
Wow, that is incredible. So all your friends that say social media is a waste of time, you have proof. $15,000 worth of proof.
Yes, it was a lot of fun, when somebody would just say, "Oh, what are you doing? Tweeting somebody?" Because they just don't get the power that Twitter has behind it. And it was really fun to be able to say, well, that's how I won $15,000. So, and they got really quiet after that.
Yeah. So how have you used your connections, either on social media or just through all these people that you meet? How do you use them in your business? Because it really opens up a lot of different avenues.
Right. I'm not shy about promoting my business or my product. I, believe in it 100%, and I'm very passionate about it because of how it came about and my son being behind it. I just reach out to anyone and everyone that I think might be a good fit for my product, or if I'm working on projects, I just network wherever I can. I'm not shy about it.
So what do you have to say about this? Tiffany in the chat room says that a lot of her clients tell her that they don't have time. How would you tell someone, answer that, if they said that they didn't have time for social media?
I think you have to be pretty strategic about it. I don't spend nearly as much time on social media as I did initially, because you can get sucked into it. But I think you need to make the time. You don't have to be on Twitter all day, and just be strategic about your planning and figure out which social media avenues work best for you. Twitter may be that avenue for you, or Facebook may be that avenue, Pinterest, LinkedIn. It just, try it out and see what works for you, and set aside specific times for it.
And it doesn't have to be a time hog, and every network works differently, so you kind of got to find the right fit. One more question here from James in the live chat. How long did it take you to get responses from people on Twitter to support your business?
It didn't take very long at all. My Twitter handle is Mom to a Preemie. So I had a lot of preemie families that were following me. And, once a preemie family starts following you, we're very good about reaching out to other preemie families and spreading the word in any way that we can help each other. And because my son was a preemie and was on oxygen, a lot of the families that have preemies that are on oxygen, they would spread the word about my product instantly, especially if they started using it.
That's amazing. We're just looking at some
Hmm.
pictures here of your backpacks. And I know how important these are. I had a family member who went through the same thing. It was later in life. It wasn't right when they were born. But things like these, it's always good to know someone like yourself that has a
Hmm.
product like this, because you don't know when you're going to need it, and it can make things so much easier.
And I think that's the confusion sometimes because it came about because my baby was on oxygen. My product works for all ages. So it's been great. I've been able to help thousands and thousands of people because of a concept that I came up with because I needed it for my child.
That's remarkable. I absolutely love the story and
Thank
how you
you.
turned it
Thanks.
into a business. Um, you're also very resourceful at getting the exposure. So, what advice or tips can you share about getting free exposure or working on a shoestring budget?
Right. I go around and I've taught this workshop a couple of times about using your own due diligence and spreading the word about your business. Being a small business, I've been on a very tight budget and my PR budget has been very minimal. But I've been very good about just taking the bull by the horns and contacting newspapers, doing it through social media, doing it by picking up the phone, emailing, and getting through to the right person. And obviously, I have a great story behind my product, so a lot of times that's a good way for me to get my foot in the door. But I just usually don't take no for an answer. And if there's a holiday or something, newsworthy that's happening at the time, if I feel it's a fit for my product, like right now with it being Valentine's Day, because my son was born on Valentine's Day, we've pitched it a lot during this time. And I haven't spent a lot on PR, and I've had a lot of great stories shared because of it.
And I want to bring that up again. Your son, like you said, he was born on Valentine's Day. So the fact that you're on the show 2 days before this whole venture started is remarkable. So it has a completely different meaning than just having a day on the show. So I'm really glad that you could be on the show
Thank you.
the week 2 days before your son was born, since all of this started. And how old is he going to be?
He's going to be 8, and
He's
he
gonna
is
be
super,
8.
super excited.
And there's a picture from your website with your son. It must have been a little bit younger there. Where you guys are on the sidewalk.
Um, that was taken last summer, actually, when we did some promotional shots for Busy Breathers. So he was 7.
I love it too because you're using yourself and your son, which is this is based on, in the photos for your marketing.
Right.
I love
Mhm.
that.
Well, he's the reason why Busy Breathers wouldn't be here, and I wouldn't be on the journey I'm on now if it wasn't for him.
Does he go with you to any events or promotions that you have for your business besides
He does.
school? I mean,
He does. Quite often he's with me, especially we do a lot of events at the hospital where he was born. We like to give back to them, and they carry our product. Very often he's with me on events. One of the biggest events he was with me on is when I walked into our local Walgreens and met with the manager and talked to them about bringing my product onto their shelves. And Ty was with me. It wasn't really planned that way, but that's how it happened. So.
and I can only imagine what he is learning from, from everything that you guys have gone through to the whole business aspect of it.
Right. He sometimes wants to be an entrepreneur. He had to dress up for career day at school, and I asked him, "Do you want to be a busy breather salesperson, entrepreneur?" And at first he was all gung ho about it, but then he decided he wanted to be a doctor, which is totally fine with me. Totally fine
Yeah.
with me.
That I absolutely, I keep saying this, but I just love your story. I think it's just remarkable. So on this kind of the same lines of going to hospitals and whatnot, you mentioned before, I saw somewhere and we talked about it earlier, but you talked about you teamed up with one of your business partners or friends, business associates, to go to a hospital in your area.
Yes, actually, you guys, a lot of you know who she is, Tiffany Crummins. With Ava the Elephant, we become friends through social media, and actually met each other for the first time in December, and we've been friends for a while. But her and her husband flew out to Colorado, and I donated Busy Breather backpacks, and she donated Ava the elephants to sick children and families in need at the hospital where Ty was born back in December. It was fabulous for many reasons.
That's great. And for you guys to be able to team up someone that you really work well with and can double up with, that's really, I guess, intriguing to be able to do that with someone that's in your type of business, and you guys can like double the impact.
Right, and we're both very much about giving back and helping, people in need whenever possible. So, and Tiffany's a wonderful person. I can't say enough good things about her.
She is, and we all saw her last weekend, saw her update, so congratulations,
That's
Tiffany.
exciting. I know. I'm so happy for her.
Tell us what you have going on this summer, because this is very exciting for you.
Yes, it's a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, and we don't have all the details completely put together. We're hoping to make the official announcement in March with all of the details, but a friend of mine that's a local entrepreneur, and I do workshops with her. We've always wanted to put on a women's business retreat, and so we are working on putting on a women's business retreat at my family farm. It's a really small, intimate setting out on the eastern plains of Colorado. It gives you the country feel, and we're looking to have that in June, and hopefully going to have about 8 speakers, some really fabulous women. Lynn Higgins with Crazy Bitch Tea is one of them that's signed on board, and we have a local news anchor that's going out on her own that's going to be a speaker. There's just going to be some fabulous advice, and we want it to be business driven, but we also want it to be relaxing, and just want the women to have a wonderful time. And I just can't wait till everything comes together and I can tell everyone who all is going to be the speakers there, because it's phenomenal, and I'm so excited.
That is awesome. Well, congratulations, because you really, I could feel it in your voice and in your email voice how much it meant to you and how long you've wanted to do this. So congratulations on getting it set up and doing it. And you said earlier, you don't say no, take no for an answer. So this is just part of your pushing.
Right. It's been a lot of work, and there's been a lot of obstacles, and I wasn't quite sure what I got myself into, but it's something I totally believe in, and I think it's going to be fabulous.
Well, that's amazing. Make sure you keep me updated on how it's going, and so anybody who's watching can go to it as well. So that's very exciting.
Yes, I know. I can't wait. I can't wait till I can give you guys more information.
Cool. Well, I'll keep an eye out for that and share it with the viewers for those of you who are interested. And before I let you go, can you tell us where we can find you online, if you have any events coming up, your social media, where everyone can find you at, and where you are?
Sure. Obviously, my website is www.busybreathersllc.com. And then I also have the Twitter handle of Mom to a Preemie. I have a Busy Breathers Facebook page, and I also have a Pinterest page for Busy Breathers as well. As far as upcoming events, I have some speaking gigs I'm working on. I don't have all the details lined out yet, but and hopefully going to get some PR around Valentine's Day. So that's what I have going on right now, other than running the business and working on this business retreat.
Absolutely fabulous. Well, before I forget, make sure you tell your son happy birthday.
Thank you.
And congratulations on all your successes and this retreat that's coming up. I can't wait to hear more about it.
Thanks, Carissa. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you
guys
so
for listening.
much. So that was Michelle. She's going to jump in the chat room really quick to talk to those of you who are in there right now. And I'm just catching up on the chat really quick. All right. So this week's product for the show is sponsored by Tiffany Silverberg. And Tiffany Silverberg is a writer and editor for small business professionals and entrepreneurs. Knowing you are busy with sales, inventory, product development, and more, she's ready to help you get your words back to work. So, like myself, don't stare blankly at a Word document all day. Go to tiffanysilverberg.com to contact her today. And this week's product, which is the winner of our Facebook contest, is Haute Naked. And this is really exciting. I can't wait to share it all with you. I'm going to work up to my favorite because there's all sorts of different somewhat delicious things here. Okay, so this is the whipped body butter. Haute Naked are bath products and all sorts of bath and body products. Okay, so this is the whipped body butter. Can you all see that? And smells phenomenal, feels wonderful, amazing. The next thing, it's remarkable, lovely. And this is crinkly, so I'll keep it at bay. But these are bath bombs. So I love them because they look like marshmallows. So they look like light pink marshmallows, and then if you look at them from the top, they're actually hearts, but they still look like marshmallows. So these are bath bombs. Fill up your bathtub, drop them in, and they fizz kind of like Alka-Seltzer. And it smells really good too. And there is a disclaimer on here to not eat them, because although it looks delicious, don't eat them. And this is absolutely fabulous. And I wanted to ask Vivian this. She's the owner of Haute Naked, how she came up with her branding and packaging and everything, because it's phenomenal. Okay, so this is the body butter scrub. And why I love this is because it looks like ice cream. So here's the container that it comes in, just like, you know, your little ice cream container. It's got this little label on the back, everything. Love it. And because it is in an ice cream container, of course it has to look like ice cream. So I put it in a nice bowl here. I'm totally going to give you a close-up. Look at that. Don't you just want to eat it? But you're not supposed to eat it. You clean yourself with it. Even better. So then you won't get fat. You'll just smell really good. So the texture is like super smooth. It smells, I don't even know how to describe the smell. It's great. This is a sweet cranberry ice cream body butter. And what you do is you just break off a piece of it or cut it, or if you're going to go crazy, you can use the whole ball of ice cream. And you just lather yourself up and take in the shower or the bath, and you're good to go. So this is Haute Naked body butter, body butter scrub. Looks delicious. It was really hard not to use this and save it for the show. It almost didn't make it. Okay, so Haute Naked, they have soaps, moisturizing balms, gentle skin exfoliators, bath bombs, bath melts, bubble bombs, and body butter. And you can go to their website to see all their products. They have other things as well. Fabulous, beautiful, love the branding and everything. Their website is hautenaked.com, and that's HAUTE naked.com. So thank you, Vivian, for sending your stuff in, and congratulations on winning the contest. Throughout the month of February, there is another contest going on Facebook, on our Facebook page. Same contest, you can win your product to be featured on the show, and that ends the last day of February. So go there and enter yourself to get a spot on the show. And I'm holding a slot in March for the feature for the winner of this. Okay, so as I talked about earlier, Barbara Corcoran is going to be on next week. So if you would like your face and your business name on the show that Barbara is going to be on with us, head over to tout.com, record a quick 15-second video with your question for Barbara, and make sure you tag Small Businesses Do It Better. If you don't want to be on video, or for some reason you just aren't able to, you can also tweet your question to me. Tag it with either Small Biz Do It Better, our username, or you can use the hashtag SBDIB for Small Businesses Do It Better. And there's going to be a lot of questions submitted these ways, so make sure it's a good question, and be sure to tune in, because it's going to be really exciting for those of you who get featured on this show with Barbara. And we're not going to have a product next week because we want the whole time strictly for Barbara, because it's so amazing. So thanks everybody for watching. You can watch, if you're listening after the fact, You can go to smallbusinessesdoitbetter.com. We're on iTunes, YouTube. You can find us anywhere to watch the shows. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week with Barbara Corcoran.